It's week 5 of the NFL, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Steamers and the Huskies, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 24.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to British Columbia and the gleaming jewel that is Vancouver, Canada. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Steamers of St. Louis taking on the Huskies of Vancouver. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis joining you from the booth. And, Charles, we take a peek at this Vancouver team entering play. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. On the other side of the field for our visitors here, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week,
seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
and it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 23 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Back to throw. Boston. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Hey, look at this defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Here's 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Boston. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. Looking to throw. Boston. And his throw is going to be incomplete. When you look at this defense, they currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run. Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they... And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Back to throw. Boston. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And they bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you? Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. And on now is the punter, standing just about on his own goal line. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Casey. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. In motion left goes a tight end. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the defense. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, then maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry, and now you get it.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Throwing to start the drive. Boston. That is caught by Cohen. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
To throw on 3rd down, Boston. That is caught, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch, good for 14 there, and a first down. Off play action. Boston. He finds his man complete. That's Wilkins. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Vancouver offense out and about set for another series. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Back to throw now on first down. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. No score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession, as they've got it with second down and less than a yard. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And his kick is good. And it's 3-0 here in the second quarter. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Throwing on first down, Boston. Well, he short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Boston. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. The Vancouver offense out and about set for another series. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A first down and then some. 36 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Oh, good move. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Back to throw here. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Did my eyes deceive me? Or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he returns this to the 22. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On 1st down, Boston. He finds his man complete. It's Wilkins. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the bootleg, Boston. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain there of 21 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
On 1st and 10, Boston. This is caught inside the 15. And touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Steamers have got it back to within a score. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. 2nd and 11. Quick throw to Freeman on the slant. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. They'll set up a throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They'll have good field position at midfield following the turnover as they start with a first down here. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. It's caught inside the 25. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Boston. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
To throw again. Boston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ford. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. Back to throw again. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 2nd and 2. Back-to-back completions here to Freeman. 4 yards the pickup, first down. He'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On play action, they'll throw. Out to his left. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game planned for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Boston. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit, but first let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So they bring out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. That's pulled in at the 32. 35 yards that time on the punt. The Vancouver offense out and about set for another series. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Hands it off out of the gun. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they work this out past the 25.
54 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Boston. He's going to look deep down the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Boston. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. He finds Douglas complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Boston over the middle, complete. It's 4. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Boston. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steamers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 2nd and 4. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On second down, they'll run it here. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. It's a first down on a gain of 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ford. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up second down. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating from the gun, Boston. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Boston. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. Now he pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it?
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Steamers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Well, this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Gets it off to Freeman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Huskies have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's a 2nd and 7. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is going to have a 1st down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory. And they'll indeed take a knee. On 2nd down now, it's Douglas. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop tell me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So for our visitors, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Vancouver, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everybody.